Everybody grab your cups. It's Woke Wednesday. Let's go on the On Your Now show. Lady O.
Let's go.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then your strength.
Good morning, everyone. It's time for Woke Wednesday. We're so excited about it. Grab your cups. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I'm your co-host, Yolanda Langford. And you know what they call me, girl?
Lady Yo. That's right. My Lady Yo. It's Woke Wednesday. How are you?
I am fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I got my cup, black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
Black coffee.
Got that Ethiopian blend. What's in your cup? What you sipping on?
I'm following you. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream, because it's hump day, it's Wednesday, and I needed to be real woke this morning.
You all hear it? No cream, y'all.
No sugar. She's rubbing off on me.
I love it. I love it. Speaking of rubbing off, who is our Vibrant Vibe guest for today?
We have Dr. Vanessa Howard, affectionately known as Dr. V.
Dr. V. Did you know that she is an Amazon best-selling author with her debut memoir, From the Projects to the PhD?
What?
Yes, it chronicles her life growing up here in the St. Louis area. Her motto is Discover Life, Legacy, and Literacy with Dr. V. All of those elements can be found in her book. I can't wait to talk to her.
Currently, how many things does she have going on? Currently, she teaches at the university level and is a nationwide speaker and literacy trainer. Go ahead on.
Yes, she's also collaborating with her granddaughter on a book. I think it's called The Adventures of Nyla.
Oh.
Roar, I can't wait. You know how we feel about books. And it's really interesting that she's doing this thing because her granddaughter struggled in the classroom, and she's using those writing processes so that she could support her in tutoring at home. That's how it all got started. And then they started sharing their stories, and their family said, they should write a book.
That sounds like a book.
All about it. We're not going to tell you all the tea. Even though we're drinking coffee, we could talk forever, but we'll wait, because you know what? We got to do the On Your Now cup of therapy. So you all just stay tuned. We'll be back. Sponsored by the Black Coffee Company. Yes, they woke. They woke.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Dr. Vanessa Howard, the CEO of Howard Univer-City, LLC. Keep watching the On Your Now show on the TV network.
And we're back, and it's time for our On Your Now cup of therapy. My affirmation word for today is legacy. Legacy, y'all. It's so important that you leave a legacy with everything that you do. Whether you're writing journals, whether you're leaving a wealth legacy, a wealth of knowledge, all of those things are important. So make sure that you leave a legacy for your future. You know, that's important. As well as we got to check on our strong friends.
Yes, indeed.
Are you ready for our affirmation song of the day?
Yes, ma'am. Changes.
Yes, it's Changes by Lady Bree. So everybody, center yourselves. Take a deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and out. And we're gonna reach out to our strong friends.
Girl, today I'm just gonna touch you on your shoulder because you are my
Yes.
strong friend.
I
You
love
are.
you.
I love you too.
We're gonna cross our hands over, bring them in, and bring them in to your heart. Listen to your heart. We're leaving a legacy.
Yes, we are. Thank God.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Deep breath in and release. Another deep breath in. Release. And then what do we do, Lady O?
Hug yourself.
That's right, y'all. Hug yourself.
Love on yourself.
Hug yourself. Now release. How do you feel?
Relaxed.
Yes, that's so important. That's so important. Now, you know, the other thing we do is we got to talk about your sipping off the saucer dish of the week. It is Wednesday. You know, the middle of the week, you're like, what can I cook? I want to know, what is our dish of the week?
Oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. You know, because you tasted it, I am cooking my stuffed salmon.
Y'all, let me tell you, the stuffed salmon is everything.
Yes,
Oh
and
my
it's simple.
goodness.
I mean, people think, oh my, it looks so fancy, if I should say so myself.
Yes.
It looks so fancy, but it's very simple. You just get a fillet of salmon, and you can make you the stuffing out of cream cheese, spinach, little onion powder.
Yes,
and
spinach.
the key is, and this is what people don't realize, they usually slice their salmon open, just make a little pocket in the top and stuff it from the top. That way the presentation is beautiful.
Presentation is
And
everything.
you know, get
And
you a
it
few
tastes
shrimp to
good.
put on top and it makes it extra good.
Yes, I love it. When I tell you she can cook, she is the best.
Thank you.
The best.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I cannot wait for us to return because we got some other things that are cooking up with you all. We do have Dr. V. When we return, get ready for Dr. Vanessa Howard.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
And as promised, we have Dr. Vanessa Howard. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having me here today.
It's our pleasure because you have quite the story. And we're gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's in your cup?
In my cup, since I'm every woman, I have sugar and spice and everything nice.
I love
That's
it.
what they used to tell us when we were growing up. Girls were sugar and spice and everything nice.
Everything.
I
Nice.
love that.
That
Well,
is it.
Go ahead, let's get into her story.
Well, I want to ask, how did you become Amazon's #1 bestseller?
It wasn't by myself. During the pandemic, either you're gonna go crazy gain some weight or you're going to get productive.
Oh,
so I
yes.
decided I was going to get productive, and the new app Clubhouse came on.
Yes.
And I went in a Clubhouse meeting, and I met a lady named Elena Kai, and she said, I'm going to do a 30-day writing challenge. And I was like, and said, get your story told. So I'm gonna just give a little backdrop. My pastor for years kept telling me, Vanessa, you need to write a book. He even gave me an ink pen and said, this is what you're gonna use to sign the checks.
Oh,
the books that you're gonna
yes.
get. And I let
Manifestation.
life push me back, and I left my dreams. But pandemic said, okay, I got something for you. So I joined this 30-day writing challenge, and it is a phenomenal group.
Yes.
And the group is made with national best-selling authors, USA Today, and they coached us. And the great thing about it is underrepresented writers, authors that have created a club. So with the club, the Writing Tribe, we met once a week. I had an accountability coach. I had to check in daily with my coach.
Wow, yes.
They talked to us and groomed us about the writing process. They groomed us about publishing. We had to take classes. They gave us
Wow.
books and recommended books for us to read. It was like I was in Motown mode.
But
Yes.
you
And that
needed
was-
to do it.
Yes.
Literally, you jumped right in and
Yes.
bam. Did you kick out both books at the same time?
This is the first one. This is the one from Projects to PhD. So my coach, the organizer, Nalena Kashi, told me, write 20 things that you're really passionate about.
Yes.
love that.
And so this was something that I was passionate about growing up in the projects, because a lot of times as you move up in the ranks,
Yes.
and then sometimes they'll say, what high school did you go to?
Right.
That's a St. Louis question.
Oh, Vanessa, you went to Sumner. Yes, I'm a Sumner
Proudly.
Bull.
That's
No,
right.
woo, woo, woo.
That's right.
You know, and so
Represent.
this was something that I really wanted to do, and so I shared my growing up about growing in the projects, because sometimes as you elevate, you don't see too many of us.
I understand.
Yes,
I
that's
understand.
important.
And what a testimony. You said you were raised in the projects, and now look at me. PhD. I love
right.
it. Dr. Vanessa. Dr. V. Can I call you Dr. V?
Dr. V,
Dr.
yes.
V. Okay, I call you Dr.
Yeah.
V. Now, you have set out and you started a social justice conference. Talk to us about why that's so important to you.
It was a catalyst from the book that I wrote. Some of the feedback from my viewers, or some of the feedback from my readers.
Right.
They wanted to know more information, and they were asking me questions, and they were asking me to speak for all African American. No one person
No.
can speak for all African American.
can't.
We all have our own experience. We all have
Absolutely.
our own journeys that we've gone on. So I decided I have a plethora of friends that have done a lot of things. There's a friend of mine named Jerome Harris.
Yes.
He started Urban Golf.
Yes.
So he
love
does,
it.
he's partnered with the PGA,
Yes.
and he gets opportunities
Yes.
for African American
They're
men
rare.
and girls to partner with the PGA and learn how to play golf.
Absolutely.
And also get scholarships. I have a friend that has the Red Circle. She has a community active
I know,
base.
Erica.
Yes.
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 So I have a lot of friends that have a lot of expertise. So I said, instead of let's focusing on, we know there's an issue.
Yes, there
We
is.
all have our own subconscious bias, but instead of focusing on the issue, let's focus on some solutions.
solutions.
There are some
That's what
good
I'm
things
talking
going
about.
on
That's
in
what I'm
St.
talking
Louis.
about.
You know, I love
Yes.
it when you come from a city where you've seen the need for equity, especially when it comes to our children. That social justice piece is amazing. You have a conference that's coming up, and it is April the 1st, right?
Yes.
And you know, I'm an advocate for educators as well as our children. Talk to us about the value of this conference. What is it called, and when is it happening?
The value of this conference is you need to be here.
Yes.
The title of the conference is Together We Can Make a Difference.
Yes.
So it's together when we're combined and we have like minds, and it's a safe environment where we can talk about issues, and not just talk about the issues, but give you something that's working already in our community.
Yes.
And so that was the gist of the workshop, making sure that we talk about what's going on in today's climate. We can't put it up under the rug. And then I'm the clinical supervisor at Harrisville State University.
Yes.
So I have the opportunity to go inside of schools, and I sometimes see some disparities
Yes.
inside of the classrooms, and some of the students, they are clamoring for teachers to see them.
Yes.
Right.
And so
right.
they raise their hands, and sometimes they're ignored. So the one that's the loudest gets the
Gets
attention.
attention.
Yeah, so I want to show the teachers and the community that there are often a lot of different ways that kids are gifted.
Right.
Some kids are gifted the true academic way. Some kids are gifted in science, some kids are gifted in speaking, spiritual, natural.
You know,
so
it's so
we need to
interesting
tap.
that she says that we go into the schools and focus on social emotional learning and relational aggression with girls. You have Charlotte EJ, you have a lot of people at this conference. Talk to us about who's going to be at the conference and when is the conference happening?
The conference is happening April the 1st at the University of Missouri St. Louis in the Lee Theater.
Yes.
You can get your tickets on Eventbrite.
Yes.
So I do have a plethora of people. You had one of your guests, Bobby Norfolk.
Yes.
He's opening up with storytelling. Storytelling is
it's
one
so
way that your brain makes patterns. So we're opening up with that. He's bringing a drummer with him. And then from there, the unique part is I have my book coach, Elena Koch, she's coming. And then we also have the Independent Publishers Group, who represents the unrepresented writers and authors. Like so she's coming to talk about the books that they have. So sometimes the school districts, I worked at a large school district and they had
they're limited.
They're limited. And they said the books cost too much, the books cost too much. So now we're going to show you where you can get the books.
So they'll be able to figure out how to publish a book and how to make sure that they put it out there in the market so that they can get access.
Now, speaking of publishing a book, I'm a grandma, Tracy's a grandma.
I'm a Yaya.
She's Yaya, and I'm a Yo-Yo.
And I'm Gigi.
Oh, I love it. Speaking of publishing a book, you are publishing a book with your granddaughter. Talk to us about what made you say, come on, grandbaby, let's get this book together. And what's her thoughts on it? I mean, how did she feel when she knew she was going to be writing a book?
Her thoughts was she didn't really understand it until we got the preliminary illustration. She said, that's me.
I love it.
And the reason that I started is because writing is a slowed down process of reading and causes you to have to use more cognitive skills.
Yes, it does.
So some children, if it's not anything that they are interested in, they're going to avoid the task. So her teacher said she was doing some avoidance tasks at school. So I started working on with her and tutoring her with how to write, starting with the first, draft and revising and all of that. And it was a labor of tears.
With love.
Yes,
with love. But then when I said, okay, well, what do you want to write about? So when she started writing about the things that she wanted to, the ideas started coming.
How old is she?
She's 7 years old in second grade.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
You know, we had Julius B. Anthony on with St. Louis Black children's literature authors. I'm one of the authors, but I love the fact that we always talk about representation matters. Adventures of Nyla, who said these are the adventures that we're going to talk about? What does that look like?
She loves, the first book is about her and myself because I lose things. I blame it on menopause.
Wait a minute, it's a series.
It's a series.
Oh, okay, okay.
So she helps me find a missing item in the house. And she goes through this discovery of telling me step by step, what did you do it last? And that's how our life is.
Yes.
And then so her next book is she's taking dance classes, so she takes 3 classes. So she's talking about ballet, tap, and jazz.
Love
and
it.
so we're looking at the history of it. So she's doing her research, and the illustrator has really done a great job of pulling her personality because the pictures look like her.
That's important.
Representation. We talked about
On
that.
the wellness mobile.
Oh, we'll have to get her
when
on our
it's finished.
wellness mobile because it's for young girls. So we're going to connect with her, and her name is?
Nayla Rachel.
Nayla, Adventures of Nayla.
Nayla Rachel.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to wrap up, but before we go, what is your affirmation word?
My affirmation word is dream. And the reason it is it goes back to, I do tie in, I'm not a preacher, but I tie in the word, young men dream dreams, old men see vision. So if you don't dream and you don't try to pursue that dream, you'll never get anywhere. And you'll keep staying in that same spot wondering, what can I do? So dream your dream.
Yes.
And the old people have got the vision and they can help you along the way and pull you up to where you need to be so that you can reach your goals. So keep dreaming.
That's it.
Keep dreaming.
That's it, Dr. V, that's it. So how can everybody stay connected? How can they get the books?
You can stay connected with me. My books are on everywhere where books are sold.
All right.
I'm in Targets, Walmart.
That's
I'm
right.
I'm an Amazon #1 bestseller. You can get it on Amazon, Kobo, Barnes & Noble. And you can connect with me on social media. Just type in Dr. Vanessa Howard, Dr. V, and you will get with me.
That's right. That's right. Well, you
She
know
says
what?
I'm
We're excited.
everywhere. I
We're
like
going to
that.
get our book signed. We're going to have Adventures of Nayla. Is it Nayla?
Yes.
Nayla. We're going to
Yes.
have her on a wellness mobile, and we're going to
Absolutely.
just keep making sure that we support everything that you do. The conference again is April the 1st.
From 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. You're going to be on a journey.
Yes.
Oh, I love
yes.
that.
Well, we want to thank you for being a part of our journey. When we return, get ready for the Own Your Now flow.
Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
Lefties, where the sauce is whipped. The ingredients are fresh. Lefties, the mixes are magical. And the rice is everything. Come get you a plate for $7.99 and experience the hype of Lefty's fried rice. Lefty's.
And we're back, and now it's time for the Own Your Now flow. When I tell you Dr. V, she was everything.
She was everything, and she has a lot going on, but
She
you know,
does.
the greatest thing is she's gonna have that conference where people can learn hands-on. That's the best part, hands-on learning. So she has it going on. She has her granddaughter bringing her
Right.
on into the area of book writing and being an author. So bravo, Dr. V.
That's correct, and I'm excited about it. April 1st, I'm going to make sure I attend the conference. I'm all about social justice, and when it comes to our
ma'am.
community and our educators, and she has just a master. When I tell you all of the people that will be speaking that
Like a
day,
master class.
yes, like a master class,
Yes.
and I'm excited to be there. It's about us coming together, and that's what we're going to do. Speaking of us coming together,
Yes, ma'am.
What is your affirmation word for today?
All I kept thinking is her story.
Oh, yes.
You know, you talked about legacy. We are, as women, telling our story, and it's important, and we all have something to teach other people, and
Yes,
we have
we do.
something to learn. So my word is her story.
Well, you know, the thing about today is you have to understand that when you're building a legacy, you can tell her story and you can tell his story, and it will make history. But the only way you can do that is if you dream, because then you can see the vision become a reality. Until next time, keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so own your now.
That I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then your strength arose in me and said, fight through.
Hey, boss. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, It was only like me and my parents. You think you created family out of characters? Yeah, of course. When to take that, make it into a song.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at, where you at on the way out? In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.